Alrighty, hello J.Dot, hello Derrick.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Before we get started, let me get into y'all intros and let me introduce y'all properly, okay?
Okay.
So tonight we are joined by author, playwright, musician, realtor, and overall entrepreneur. His latest book, Serial Positive, is available on his website and also on Amazon. Let's welcome back to the show, Derrick Whitsett.
Hey, thank you.
Also joining us, we have J.Dot Brown, who is a music artist who has a single out right now featuring Blaq, called Day Party. Freaks come out. But not only is he musically talented, the man is a baker and the owner of MrCakeMeHappy. Welcome back to the show, J.Dot Brown.
What's happening, y'all?
Nothing much. We're so happy to have y'all on for our favorite segment called What Will We Do?, where we have people send us in their tea and we give our opinion on it, okay? So we have two today. The first one is from Trent, who's 33 from California. He says, I'm newly single and I've been exploring the many apps our community provides. I was with my last lover for over 8 years, so I feel like there's a lot I've missed. So I want to have fun and try new things. Last month, I signed up on a gay cruising app. The app asked me to send a picture to verify it was me. I'm not ashamed of my body, so I sent a partially nude picture with some other personal information required for verification. Well, I was in a rush to get verification and mistakenly sent a picture to my pastor. He replied with a similar nude and message that said, I already knew. We've been exchanging private emails for the past few weeks, and I like to take things further. I type up messages when I get the urge to be with him, then I delete them right away. I'm not sure if he wants to actually act on these fantasies or if we're just pen pals. Like, I've been to church I've been to church I've never been to church this month in my entire life. Child, somebody a little dyslexic. My pastor is 6'3". My pastor is 6'3", football player build with a slight gut. He wears the tightest suit so his buns and bulge always peeks through. I want him bad. What should I do?
Whew. Well, I want to know how you confuse the app with
the pastor. What? Yeah, I want to know that part too. Like, how did that happen?
Doesn't make sense.
If you're sending it,
child, who knows? He wanted to send that picture to his pastor. Let's be clear.
yes,
Definitely.
yeah,
Lusting in the pulpit.
yeah.
You've been lusting in the pulpit, and you wanted to see what was up, and that's perfectly fine. There's a lot of gay pastors, and that's okay. That's okay. You want to be the first lady.
I'm gonna say go back to the app that you were supposed to be signing up for.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, so 8 years since you've been out. No, you were in a relationship for 8 years. I think take it slow. Like, I don't know why you need to jump into something right away. You probably need to take time to just evaluate your life right now. These apps are very much cumbersome. Sorry. But I really feel like, you just really need to just take it easy, because if you are sending this to a preacher and you meant to put it on the app, that already shows me you don't know what you're doing. I don't know.
It is giving sloppy and all over the place, but I think it was intentional.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was kind of intentional too. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the fact is, the pastor also replied back with his own picture. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was like, I knew. So the pastor was wanting you too, probably.
Yes, they were both in the pulpitting.
Pulpitting. Okay. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. There's been times I'm not gonna tell
what
up here.
You saw a pastor that you had. You got a pastor that you liked.
Listen,
You've been in the pulpit?
No, I've never been in the pulpit. But, you know, we're in an age where pastors don't look the same anymore. Let's just be honest. Pastors don't be looking like pastors no more. They used to look like granddaddies. Now they look like daddies. So...
Right. He right. He got a point.
Man.
Right, all I'm saying in general,
attractive man, and you forget where you are. Like, you know.
Going back to the person, I personally think that they just need to take it easy for a little bit. Granted, yes, you'll get the instant gratification from whoever this pastor is that's interested in you, but at the same time, you just got out of a 8-year relationship. You really want to jump back into that, especially with someone that's a figure like that. So that's me. Personally, I wouldn't even want to entertain the apps per se, but at least with the apps, you can log in and log out. So you don't have to necessarily be on it all the time. So that's just my thoughts, my little advice for them. I wouldn't even try to want to get in a relationship so quickly or do anything like that.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't want to get into a relationship either. You know, I mean, maybe y'all could play around, you know what I'm saying? You know, as you know, and as you getting yourself together, getting your mind state together, you know, but I want to hop in a relationship right out of getting out of one.
I think that's too close to home though, because it's the pastor. That's cool.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Because what if your grandmama may go to their church?
Somebody knows something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or, I mean, what if y'all get together and then y'all, you know, things get heated and then, you know what I'm saying, then it goes somewhere, but then say it goes left. Or will you continue to go to that church and feel comfortable listening to him preach to you? You know, so...
No.
So it's like, it's so many negatives that I kind of would like, I would kind of just be like, you know, I wouldn't even sleep with the pastor. You know, I just move on to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's always a pastor or something going on this show.
Really?
All right. I was thinking,
religious love.
I was thinking what we do comes from Keisha, who's 22 from Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I've always been attracted to women ever since I was little. I knew I wanted to be with women. I had several girlfriends through high school, and I was buck wild my freshman year of college. One thing I've always appreciated about a woman was her softness and the way that they catered to my needs. Are you ready to gag? Because I be seeing the questions, and I always get a kiki from the gag factor. I'm a lesbian pre-op trans woman. I have dead photos on my POF, and I've been conversing with this woman who believes that I'm a man.
Pre-op trans woman.
That's what I'm thinking. She is bisexual, and we've both expressed our fantasies for the same gender. I've never been with a man, but I have had thoughts. Now, I'm relatively new in my transition, but the mug is unclockable. Trust that. Here's my problem. I like her a lot, and I want to eventually meet her. If you were in my situation, what would you do?
What's a lesbian pre-op transition? What you said?
Lesbian pre-op trans woman?
I think she's becoming
So they're transitioning to a woman, but they like women.
Wait. I thought she was a lesbian.
I thought it was a man first.
Yeah.
No,
a lesbian.
It was a man. It was
a girl.
A guy that transitioned into a woman. Yeah,
okay.
They had a POF, and their previous photos of their past life were still up. So the person they're talking to now still thinks it. They're a guy.
So hold on. So a male transitioning into a lesbian.
No, transitioned into a woman, but they like women.
Okay.
So
that makes I get it. I get it.
So they're a trans women that like women. Okay. I don't have no comment on this because this is very messy.
Yeah. It's so much. I ain't even got nothing to say about that. Like I'm off of that one. You know, I ain't got no comment.
I think you should be honest. If anything, just say, you know, that's not who you are anymore. And they're either gonna like it or not.
Yeah.
You know, and also taking photos down because that's not what you're presenting anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be my tidbit of advice.
So in her wanting to get with the girl, Is she more of the stud, or is she more of the film?
Oh, child,
I don't think that would matter in this case.
I don't.
Yeah, because if she's transitioning to, I mean, she can elate feminine or masculine energy in a sense. So
Well, no, I mean, it depends. It's so, I mean, it's a lot more questions than I have. It's a lot more questions than left me with.
I think anytime people talk about like the trans community, it invokes like a lot of question. So I get that, because you know, even though some of us are part of the community, we're still trying to understand. So that makes, I get it. You know,
Yeah, because I just learned that some transgenders, or at least I had someone tell me yesterday that, you know, some transgenders, you know, like you could be transitioning and then you may still be straight. You know, so they were saying that they don't believe that the T should be included in the LGBTQ because some transgenders still identify as straight, even though they felt like they were born in the wrong body. And I was like, oh, I never really thought about it that way. But, you know, what do you...
Yeah. Yeah, because if you think about it, them being a gender isn't a sexuality.
correct.
Yes, that's what they said. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of like, yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is, I feel like a lot of people feel like this is too much to think about, and it's always, oh my God, we got to now another letter and this and that. But people are people, and this has been going on from the dawn of time.
Yes.
The Indians, the Native Americans, whatever you want to call them. I don't know if I'm saying the right thing or not, so don't come and take me down. But you know, they believed in two spirits. You know, they believed in that. It's been going on. It's not like Lil Nas X is the one who made trans people come around or gay people come around. Like, so I just feel like we just need to be understanding of people, and you know, I don't know. Just understand. Try to understand. If you can't understand, ask a question. If you can't understand, then just put on that word.
I do want to try to answer her question. What was the last part? What she wanted to do?
So they said, here's my problem. I like her a lot and I want to eventually meet her. So basically they haven't said that they have transitioned into female. The person that they like still thinks that, you know, that they're male presenting from the photos that were on POLs.
Got it. Yeah, I honestly would just tell this person who I used to be and take it from there. If she wants to accept me as that, then just know that other past life of me is not going to be who I am now.
Right, which is what I said. You have to just be honest.
Yeah.
This is not who I am anymore. This is me. If you like it, cool. And if you don't, I think that you should also be like, okay, cool. And go from there.
Yeah.
Go from there. Well, gentlemen, those were our two What Will We Do? We definitely thank y'all for coming up and helping us with that. And doing your best to give us your opinions.
Do y'all have any problem?
My Lord Jagger sitting there looking like he lost.
No. I mean, do y'all have anything going on? Like, I know you, well, J.Dot Brown, you have something going on, but you can't tell us about.
Yeah, I'm working on something, you know what I'm saying? I can't reveal the name of it, but it is a show. And it's going to be very dope, you know. And I thought it was very, you know, even from the question that was just asked about the transgender, you know, because, you know, it's been a lot of that on the show and just trying to understand the different lifestyles of people. And, you know, sometimes I think that just because people look at us as gay, they assume that we automatically understand all of the other letters or all of the other parts of our community. And, you know, and I'm one of the first that could say I don't. You know, I'm open and honest enough to say I don't always understand. And, you know, sometimes people, you know, may take disrespect as, you know, you calling a person who might have been born, you know, I'm just learning this new misgendered word. I said something to somebody, they told me I was misgendering them. And, you know, to no disrespect to any of the trans community out there, you know, I can't take away your experiences or what you live with or what you live by and the things that you have been through. So, you know, if you feel like you have transitioned, I have a best friend, you know, who transitioned from a female to a guy, you know, and I wouldn't want her to see me on the show and for her to think that I'm being disrespectful. But I think sometimes in trying to understand things, you know, it could come across as disrespectful. And then some people think that while you're arguing, I should be still trying to remember all of the pronouns at the same time, you know. So it's like you might get called a man if you were born a man, even though you want to be a woman, you know, or you look at yourself as a woman. So, you know, there are a lot of different things I'm learning within inside of this experience that I'm going through right now. But it's been dope, you know, and it's love to everybody because we're all sharing an experience on this life, you know what I'm saying? And nobody has the right to make somebody's experience seem as if it's not validated, you know, at all.
That part.
That was beautifully said. Derrick, do you have anything going on?
Honestly, just between writing there's a lot of other projects that come into the forefront. But for the most part, immediately right now, I am closing on a couple of real estate transactions that I got to put my head down for a little bit. So that I'm excited about. So, of course, if you need a realtor in Houston, I'm always available.
Okay.
But yeah, that's taken a lot of my time this past week. So I got to learn that balance of focus, of putting not just that in the forefront, but, of course, the writing and all the other things.
But yeah.
Okay, big ones in Houston.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you guys definitely have to come back, especially you, J.Dot, once you get your show up and running, then we can come back on and talk about that. Thank y'all for coming onto the show to do what we do with this. Thank y'all for y'all support. And we'll see y'all next time.
All right.
Most definitely. I love y'all, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing.
Thank you. Love you too.